Okay, usually I'm the one watching those kinds of videos, but today I felt like doing one of them. So hey, my name is Mar. I'm a non-binary transgender person from Brazil. I'm also neurodivergent, and it's a pretty cold day around here. I woke up with my face hurting because of the cold, and I decided to make a soup, like a beans soup for lunch today, because I need something warm and cozy to help me deal with this awful feeling of my face and my head hurting. So that's it. I'm gonna show you my meal, and this is supposed to be a meal support video. So yeah, welcome. This is a safe space for you to deal with your emotions around food, and I'm here to remind not only you, hello Caroline, this is my cat, to remind not only you but also myself that feeding yourself does not need to be conditional. You need to feed yourself regardless of how you're feeling or whether you feel like you deserve to eat or not. We need to nourish our bodies even though you don't feel or we don't feel like it. So that's, I don't feel like I'm going to show you like properly. I know it's not that beautiful, it's not that pretty, but I used some beans and I've been struggling to increase my protein intake, so I just put some plain soy protein mixed with the beans before I put in the noodles. Actually, it's not noodles, it's a kind of pasta that I don't know the name, but that's it. So I'm gonna start taking my first bite. And you know, like sometimes it is important to acknowledge how you feel around food, but sometimes you just need to feed yourself, so just fucking do it. Like, you don't need to pay attention to food all the time. Sometimes we just need to feed ourselves. I just hope it tastes good, because I had to get out of my bed to make it, so okay. You need salt. You know, the good side, the bright side of living in a small house is that I can reach things that are close to me, and I don't even need to get up. Yeah, I put a lot of salt in my food because I like salty foods in general. I know I talk a lot, but now it's your space. I know it feels dumb to answer a person that you don't know, but how's your day going? What have you achieved so far? Like, maybe you just achieved to open your eyes and trying to reach for some support to feed your body, or maybe you did lots and lots of things. I really get curious, you know, trying to imagine all these several scenarios that may happen in other people's lives. This is not the perfect meal. It's not what I wanted to eat right now, but I know it's what my body needs. My body does not need more salt, but I do want it, so yeah. You know, I've always wanted to post YouTube videos, but I always judge myself a lot before posting them, because I always feel like, oh, but I need to edit them, and I need to put subtitles, and I need to have a good camera, and etc. So, but I love watching like homemade videos, those old YouTube videos that do not have any to not have any addition or any quality, you know? And I find them so true and so real. Maybe I'm gonna risk and post this video after all, because if I like to consume this kind of content, maybe other people also do. Let's eat and feed our bodies. There is something lacking here, and it's not salt. I'm gonna go and get some seasonings maybe for this. Okay, so I'm gonna put this thing that I don't know the name in English. Maybe I'll put written here. This one that is basically garlic, onion, and this other thing that I already put before. I'm also gonna put some pepper. This is a mix of peppers. What kind of peppers? I don't know the name of these peppers in English. That's it. And I'm gonna also put a little bit more salt. Okie dokie. And olive oil, just to give it a final touch. Great. Now I'm gonna mix it all together, and I really wanted to know, I wish I could know, like, you could just like comment here what you're eating today. If you're having breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, supper maybe, or just a snack. Let me know what you're eating, and maybe give me some recipes, because I love exchanging recipes. Okay, let's hope it tastes a little bit better now. Okay, now I solved the taste problem. So yeah, if you could share your best recipe, like your easiest recipe, maybe your executive dysfunction recipe, which would it be? My executive dysfunction favorite recipe is crackers with hummus and whatever else I have that is crunchy or just a little bit of more protein. And sometimes only like a glass of juice, like soy juice. I love soy juice because it has protein and it has a good taste, and it does not fit my body, but it's better than nothing. And that's it, you know. Sometimes we just need to eat something. We do not need to like prepare a whole fucking meal, like a nutritious meal, etc. Let's pretend I did not add more salt to the food that I already put a lot of salt to. I'm gonna blame the soy protein because it tastes like cat food. Not that I have ever eaten cat food, but it smells the same, a little bit worse between us. Okay, I just felt like I needed to say that I'm proud of you for reaching out for help, even though it's just a YouTube video, but it's you willing to overcome some difficulties. So I'm proud of you for reaching for support, even though it's from a random random unknown person on the internet. Body doubling has been helping me a lot in the last year since I got diagnosed with ADHD, and I didn't know that meal support videos existed before reaching out for body doubling and stuff. I used to have those study with me videos and etc., but when I discovered that we had like eat with me or clean with me videos, it changed my life because I felt like, oh, I'm not alone. Other people struggle with this. And body doubling is exactly like that. You having other people that also struggle with similar things that you also struggle. Do not bite me. I know you well enough to know that you want to bite me. And that's it. Like I felt understood, and I started to create a sense of community. I'm kind of full, but I do want to finish this because I need this protein. I went to the gym this morning, even though I'm not feeling very, very good. So I need to eat protein because I did my whole workout. I do not want it to go away just because I didn't eat properly. Okay, for me this is one of the best parts of eating soup. It is getting like the end of the soup with some crackers. It is the best part. Tell me you have ADHD without telling me you have ADHD. This was the epic moment. Like me chewing and trying to talk at the same time. But I was just thinking that I want to link on the description all the meal support videos that have helped me so far. How like understood that I actually felt some support, and I know that a lot of trans people have eating disorders or have a disordered eating that are different stuff, but I'm not gonna get into this point right now. So it's really important to me to see other people like me reaching out for support. Like, that's it. We can take care of ourselves, even though society puts us in a place that we should not exist, especially depending on the country where you live, and etc. But yeah, we do exist, we do resist, and we do take care of our bodies. We go to the gym. Some of us go to the gym, not all of us. Some of us take our meds every day. Some of us do not need meds, which I find fancy, you know, like how does your body work without you having to put like dopamine or serotonin or any other neurotransmitter into your brain because it produces it naturally? I really would love to know how it feels. Yeah. ADHD person, being an ADHD person. That's it. Gonna finish my meal. how is your meal going so far? I know this video is kind of long. If I were watching it, I wouldn't watch it. I would skip lots and lots of parts of it because I probably would get bored. Like, I usually search for meal sport videos that are 7-minute maximum because I do not want to spend 20 fucking minutes eating my meal. But recording a 20-minute video was really important for me to eat slowly, because that's it. It is important to eat slowly so my body can understand that I'm putting food into it. I started this video saying that this was not tasty, but now it tastes really good. And it has protein in it, and vitamins because of the beans, and flavor because I added it. Sometimes I just keep thinking, what if my teenage or my child self saw me like this today? Like, yeah, that's crazy. As I'm becoming someone that my teenage self would love to be friends with. And it really heals me, in a very special spot, Like, I get really emotional to think that I'm becoming a version of a person who would take care, or who would be a good reference for little Mar, And that's really meaningful to me. Now that I finished eating, Caroline has just laid down on the table where she shouldn't be. But as I live by myself, I really do not fucking care if my cat sits on the table. Because sometimes she lays down on my face, so what's the difference? But yay! I finished my whole meal, which is very good. I usually do not eat this much. And I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of yourself for being here with me today. I'm taking off the sound from the view of the camera. And me and Caroline are going to say goodbye. So that's it. Thank you for being here with us today. It was really meaningful to me. And I hope you have a great day after feeding yourself. That's it. Bye.